Hello everyone, welcome to our 100-day project. I'm going to be doing a little bit of the talking today because Monica isn't feeling well at all. We are at the Medi Center today, so it's going to happen. There's going to be days like this, and there is a song like that, isn't it? There is going to be days like this, but anyways, because she's not feeling that well, we're just going to work on a project. And I will let her interject once in a while, but I won't be doing much talking, I'll tell you that. But this is the best I can do right now. So here we are, day number 7.
Yeah.
So
I'm just painting a white background. You probably noticed that we're indoors today instead of outside because I just didn't feel like going outside today, and yeah, so I'm just painting a white background on the back of mine first, and then I'm going to let it dry. What are you doing today, Richard?
I'm going to do the 3rd youngest grandchild.
Or 4th youngest, 4th. He's the 4th.
4th youngest, yeah, okay.
Sure.
And his name is Trip, and so that's what I'm going to do.
So I've been kind of last night and yesterday afternoon, I've been trying to practice drawing. So I'm going to try to draw, what am I drawing today? Oh yeah, a bird.
Aren't you doing a flower?
That's tomorrow.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
For Easter.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and draw a bird. So I'm going to let this dry. And are you putting a background on yours at all today?
Today I'm doing something different. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
I'm just going to...
So we'll be back in a minute. So while my page is drying, I'm going to start drawing my bird. So did I mention to you guys that we're using puppy pads, not used ones, but we don't need them anymore. So we're using puppy pads. So here I go with my bird. So if you want to learn how to draw, there's lots of different sites online and on YouTube, and they're pretty good. But the whole key is practice, practice, practice. So that's what I was doing yesterday, practicing. So here goes, guys. I'm even scared to start. But that's why they have pencil erasers on pencils. So I'll give them a little eye right there for now. I wanted to do them on text just because, I don't know, I like text. It just adds another element to what you're doing, you know. So I'm just going to do his tail feathers now. Bring that in. I have such little confidence in my drawing abilities. I really do. But one thing that I've noticed is the looser you are with your pencil and not so rigid. Do you know what I mean? Like if you can kind of be kind of loosey-goosey with it, the better it is. Seems to work way better. See, that's way better. And then there's this one long feather that's gonna come all the way to where my birdie's wing is gonna be eventually. That's kind of a skinny birdie. I don't know if I want him to be that thin. Okay, we got some extra light. But Richard kind of got a little bit of an accident. The lamp he plugged in over there blew a fuse. Wow. You okay?
Yep. I survived.
One time I had a shock at work. There was a kettle there that was kind of not really great. Wasn't grounded, I guess. And I went to plug the kettle in. It was a metal kettle. And then you know how you put your hand on it to see if it's hot? And it was literally a zzz, that kind. And I got a burn mark of the metal on my bra because that's where it came out. So someone had taken me to emergency because it was work. And they said, yeah, it just jolts your heart. You know, like it's like a shock. Oh, I felt so, I hate the feeling of that kind of pain, that shock. Did you get that just now?
Yes.
Ugh, makes you nauseous.
And the same thing happened to me when I was a kid at home. My mom's iron down in the basement, and the same thing. I went to iron, somebody touched it, and like, it just like, whoa.
Oh, it just makes you feel sick. Well, I'm glad you're all right. So now I'm starting the other wing. Well, that's my bird. I don't feel good today, so I'm not going to fuss around with this bird. I'm just going to, it is what it is. My bird's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to take one of these Faber-Castell. I'm trying to find a brush point pen. There was a gray one. Yeah, there's a gray one. This one's really good because it's not too severe, this guy. And he's got a brush point, and this is number, it just says B. And I think the B means for brush point. I sure hope you guys can see us in the camera. I think you can, but again, we will show you our stuff when we're done. Because you're probably wondering, what is she even talking about with these loop-de-loop feathers? You know? So I'm just giving myself a line so I can cut this out. And take my bird and just tracing around it with this pen. So I'll be back when we're all done, when I'm all done. So here's my bird. I'll turn them that way too. So it's a very simple drawing and very easy to do, like really seriously it is. So now I'm just going to cut it out, and then I want to take my page today, instead of being up and down vertically like this, is going to have to be horizontally because the bird is too big. And again, not doing it over today, this way. Because you know what, you kind of have to go with what your day is bringing. And it kind of, it's like, I was kind of crying a little bit earlier, and Richard said, why don't you let your tears fall onto your page? Which is, you know, yeah. Anyway, I'm using turquoise paint. I just got this from the dollar store, Deco Art. And I'm going to use, this came in the mail. It was a big sheet for visas, and the whole sheet was this stuff. And I was so excited, so I just cut a whole bunch up into rectangular pieces for scraping. I wonder if Visa knows us mixed media artists take their stuff and we're so excited to get it. So I'm going to flip that over. Did I mention about the puppy page? These? Oh, I'm cracking up. Anyways, yeah. So I'm just going to do some, I need to get some protection for the other pages. Hang on. I just had a paint on an old towel that I used for a rag. I just stuck it underneath. So I'm just going to use, you know, the old scrape method. I don't know why I like this method, but I do. There, I'm wiping some of that off. And then I'm just going to add a couple. It's amazing how fast this dries. I think it's because it's so no layers, I guess, you know, like it's just scraped. Like, look, you can see how it's drying already. And I'm just going to add a tiny bit of white to the back too.
I just can't draw it.
I doubt that.
Everything's, the proportions are all going wacky. Just don't know what's going on with me.
We're just not having a great day around here. Okay, there, I like that. There we go, that's what I was looking for. There. So it's a good thing to have stuff in the house and outside because you don't have to go outside. So I'm using some Desserts, I hope it's good in the camera, modeling paste. And I have a glass jar here I just keep downstairs. And I'm going to put some modeling paste in here. Just a little bit of it. And then I'm going to add some gold paint and some mica. Because why not? That's good, Richard. Ooh, that is pretty. I was going to mix it with gold paint, but now let me just see if the mica turns the molding any color. No, it doesn't. It's just going to make it shine, you know what I mean? That's what I think. When the molding piece sort of dries, it's going to have this mica glitter. So I think I still will add the gold paint to it. There's no reason, just because I want to. Ooh, this is platinum. Pretty, what a pretty color. So we have platinum paint and bronze mica flakes. Because we want to. That's why. Off-white-ish. But we'll see what it dries like. So I've got this honeycomb stencil here. I think it's from, no, it's not you. It's this one. I don't know who it's from. So I'm just going to put some molding paste on with this concoction. Just a few little spots on here. Whoa, I'm trying to do a very light coat, so it'll dry faster. There. So I have cut my bird out, and it definitely is going to have to go sideways. We have it all figured out, and it'll fit, but just. And in the blank places, I want to stamp my sentiment, but it's kind of long, so that's going to be my challenge. I don't know what size alpha stamps I'm going to use. And Richard also made a boo-boo. You know what we were talking about? He only does it on this side of the page. Flip it over, Richard. Today he was on this side and he's like, oh, I don't care what's wrong. There's something wrong with my paper. Da 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 da. Because it was all bumpy. So now, of all the pictures, because what if you wanted to frame these? These are the ones that you definitely want them to be on their own, you know. So yeah, so that's where we're at. So I'm going to let this dry and test out all my different alpha stamps and see which one is the best one for my sentiment. So I don't quite like the way my molding is working here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Irresistible Spray, and I'm sorry I don't know who it's by. It's bronzy color. And I am going to spray it on a paper towel and then wipe it on here. See what happens. Yeah. I just kind of wanted more of a darker bronzy look as opposed to the big white dots on there. I don't want to put my bird down until I get this the way I want it. Yeah, that's way better, and it gives a little bit of glistening. So now I'm just going to blend it in all over because it's already on here, so there. So we're kind of on our way. My stamping worked out perfectly, which I'm really happy with because I thought these were going to be too big. So this stamp was going to be too big. So I'm just going around now just gluing down my words with gel medium, and Richard's over here still sketching away on his picture. How's it coming, Richard?
Better
than it was.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. So.
When you do it twice.
Yeah. Oh, I should move this one over a little bit. So we're just going to carry on. I hope this will lift up. Yes, it will. Just. Wow, this stuff glues really well. So I'll put it there. So we will be back. Just thought we'd touch base and let you know we're still here. Working. Okay, I want to show you guys my bird. I love it. This is why I wanted this to be coppery. Because I was using my, what is this called again? Contapati Sanguine. That's the color sanguine. Did you know there's a color called sanguine? Anyway, I call it copper. And so I went around my bird and I rubbed it in and smudged it. And look at that. I really like it, personally. Love it. So I'm going to go and take that turquoise color here and just lightly go over these letters and then go around the letters with this. And I'll be back and it should be all finished by then. How are you doing? Can you show them? Yeah, let's show them. We haven't showed him at all what you're doing. And you're supposed to be the guy talking all day. My hands are got charcoal on them. Here's little Tripster, our little Trip. This is really good. He's so cute. He has the nicest smile, I have to say. Doesn't he? Mm-hmm. What a sweet boo-boo. I love my boos. Okay. Be back. Clothes are down. So here's my page. I'm really happy with my bird because I've never freeform drew a bird before. And I think he turned out not too bad. So I took those charcoal pencils like I showed you, the rusty one, and then I went around it with black just to give it a little bit more grounding to it. And then I went around the bird and the letters. And I watered down that turquoise paint so you can still see the text behind the letters there. And so it just was just a very watered down version to make it transparent and not so opaque like it is in that corner there. And here it's very transparent. And I'm so glad with my molding. And I put my 7 out of 100 way over here in a corner. So yeah, and it says, faith is the bird that feels light when the dawn is still dark. So yeah, gotta have faith. And because I feel like crap today, so that's a perfect quote for me. So here's Richard's.
Hello, this is my drawing now of Trip, our 4th grandchild. And so my quote for today is 1 Peter 5:7 says, throw your anxiety on him because he cares for you. And it's a pencil drawing with wash lettering.
And it looks exactly like Trip. So Richard was saying because he did this background here, he doesn't like it as much because it doesn't go with the series. Like there's Indie and then a Days just doesn't go. So he's going to do a day over just like this. So that all of them, because I think eventually we will probably frame these because each one of them has a Bible quote on them. So they're all, everything is cohesive except for this one, you know?
The background,
yeah. The background. So what I mean, these backgrounds would be great if it was just a singular picture. But when you're doing a series like this of the grandsons, it's better. But this is Trip. Oh my, right down to the little curl. Can you see? In his forehead. He's such a cute boy. He's just sweet. He's a sweetie pie. So yeah, so that's us for today. So thanks for watching and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.